A ver, ¿tú qué es? La güey. Ya, pero ¿tú qué es? Ya, pero ¿tú qué es? No sé. Difícil. Yo siempre difícil voy a elegir.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso?
Already gone.
Güey, qué pedo, de verdad. Así. Todo veo acá es oscuro, todo veo naturaleza. Y Ese que ahí viene. Una casa para nada. Ya me quedo. Jueguito. Ay, coño, ¿qué le va a hacer? No lo haga. No lo... ¿Qué? No entiendo. O sea, yo camino de la nada y esos hombres salvajes me atrapan y lo que hace es capturarme y sacarme todo que la parte conecta los órganos, el nervio. Sí. Ya, ojalá, no sé quién será el protagonista.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Un momento, ¿y ese hombre? El nombre de parte izquierda yo lo conozco bien, parece el hombre,
It can't be a coincidence that another
el
body
Jim,
turns up just as
Jim
you
Man.
arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
No anda secuestrando, ¿ok? No anda secuestrando, ¿ok? ¿Cómo se secuestra a otro?
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
ahora somos
A deputy was
parte
supposed to
de
be here
FI.
to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Todo imitación.
I think I hear someone.
No, Pepe, me dio un territorio pesadilla. Cada trofeo, ojalá que no diga pesadilla, pesadilla. Uno de esos. Sí, sí, sí.
Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Oh, mira qué bonito por la naturaleza. Creo que estamos en la ubicación donde murió
I
el
need to
primer
think through the
protagonista.
facts of the case. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
¿Qué? No sé qué acabo de
Fast
presionar.
forward. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Sacaron esas, o sea, tres víctimas, parece fotos de vida real. Bueno, acá son las cicatrices. Y eso es donde de todo comenzó. Súper feliz. Mm. Y por supuesto, el mapa, pero no sé cómo aparecí de la nada. ¿Dónde estoy? ¿Estoy en mi mente o qué? Acá estamos. Y el principio sería justamente acá. Caudo Lake Capsule Q Home the Base. Esto será no. Te parece un mapa muy conocido. Bueno,
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
ya leí. Ya está. Solo muestra un dibujo y lo que hace es escribir por la característica de qué trata ese lugar.
Nature gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Creo que este pata tiene mucha
Not
fobia
a
a
bad
la
place to get
naturaleza.
murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Sí, a mí me encanta ir a estar en casa mientras llueve. Es más, me gustaría dormir, ver cómo está lloviendo y eso es lo más lindo que puedo ver.
Try explaining it one more time.
Yeah, what beer can I make it, Mulligan?
Hey!
¿Tienda?
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Si tienes arma, mejor.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Ya la vi. No.
No
Uy, ya la vi.
problem. You
Pucha, mía. Que si YouTube ve
Let's
esto,
start by examining our guest
a
Esteban.
mí, no sé qué
Does
haré.
this fit the MO
No
of the
sé qué haré.
previous murders?
Pues no voy a ver. No, no, gracias, no, 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 no.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
No voy a examinar el cadáver. Ese, investiga todo. Ay, qué asco. No voy a hacer.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Sí, es el corazón. No, ¿cómo que voy a recolectar? No, 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 no.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. That's not right. Think. Heart removed from
Ya
chest.
está, por
Strapped by
fin.
the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display? I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
know.
Para después. Para después. ¿Esto qué? ¿Esto qué? Ya.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
Espera, que tengo pistola.
Hey,
A ver.
let's get back to work over here, can we?
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
Ah,
I think I
tengo
saw
una.
something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic. Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible. The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one. So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it. I had to review the clues. I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Creo que algo nuevo vendrá.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Ah, sí, creo que la víctima utilizó uno de esos penados. Oh, también un guapiti.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
No sé qué trata eso, sí, me parece una secta. No entiendo qué trata esos símbolos. No sé qué será. A la wey. A esa parte no entiendo. No sé qué estará creando. Parece mecánico la víctima.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Sigue mis instrucciones. Ahí dice. Sigue las reglas. Hay que coger un pollo.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Ah, tengo tres. ¿Y eso qué hace? Ah, lo sé para mejorar las armas, ¿ya? Ya. Ay, ay. Ya. Creo que va a ser un nuevo desafío. Espera. Mm. Bueno, veamos. ¿Dónde estoy yendo? ¿Qué es eso? Reglas. Es no prender fuego, una fogata. Un caño. Ah, ya entendí. Aquí fue. Aquí fue. No puedo creer. Y es aquí donde el auto... Eso acá. Ah, tienes... Creo que acá tiene sentido. Uy, uy, uy.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
¡Ay! ¡Por
He's been
Dios!
missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. This mug always cheers me up. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey. I'm gonna go...
Espera, espera. Creo que dentro de la casa tengo posibilidades de que esto es una pista. Parece un logo, pero sí o sí una pista. Primero acá, segundo, el tercero de estar acá. Dos logotipos y un logo especial. Dos triángulos. Un triángulo y dos triángulos. A ver.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
A ver. Uno, vea, hay una pista. No sé cuántas pistas hay, porque veo uno, dos, tres y cuatro. Pero acá, en esa linda caja, hay como tres. Aquí. Primera, segunda, tercera. Eh,
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
no sé. Vamos a estar. Ojalá que sea opcional los
You get
trofeos.
lost, Anderson. This one of
No.
your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find. A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Creo que se parece mucho a Resident Evil. United.
Welcome back, Anderson. I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. We found a page in the woods.
a story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly
Creo que sería todo
see what I can
lo
find
que puedo
inside.
conseguir. Ya, ¿y eso qué sigue después? ¿Mm? Hablar con alguien. Uy, qué faltaba.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Ahí. Ok.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Ok.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a Snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
Stuff in something for us to find.
I think I saw something. It'll only
Yeah.
take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
¿Qué? ¿Acá? Aquí.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had?
Pues, ¿y eso qué es?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had?
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in coffee world.
Oh dear. You.
Hay como 4 mapas.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say I'm happy that you're here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thorpe were still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. I'll take your mind off things.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Call for Light was fast off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Hey, how's it going?
Otro minado.
Rest easy, buddy.
Coño.
I need a tool to get this open.
Ah, no puedo abrir.
I can't force it open.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Who else to keep this city clean if not I? Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
Listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question.
Mercado won't roll over on the issues.
guests lately? Any good finds?
Zilch. But someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping? They went nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple.
See you around!
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my... our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure.
This is not the way. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets. Now why'd you go and do that? Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things. If not for the birds, I might just go a little nutty. A little cuckoo, if you will.
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting.
And they end in the end. They end.
There's another lunchbox.
Dime que son mucho, por favor. ¡Bien!
Pretty nice day to be working outside. I don't envy the guys stuck on desk duty. This is where the action is. Careful crossing the road.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Main Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there?
Yes?
Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today?
Rain.
That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week?
Also rain.
Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest?
No.
Well, Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever.
Yes, I like this parade because they're one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan.
Ah, so you're a fan of swans.
No.
Welcome back, Anderson.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, screw into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Enjoy your day.
I need something to force this open. It doesn't budge. What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details.
Háganla, güey.
It's illegal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
¿Qué? O todo es una chamba. Todo es una chamba. Si te decirle que todo es una chamba. La víctima. La víctima.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Ah, pero es una investigación y lo... Sí, sí, sí. Sí, listo.
The Cult of the Tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Creo que ya podemos abrir la puerta, vamos a ver. Vamos a abrir.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like video in a dream of missing dear friends.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
I can't force it open. Nah.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. The wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But that's not good.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
How are you?
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Agent?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body... There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Ay, no lo hagas, no. ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué está haciendo? ¿Qué? Ahora recién da cuenta de que hay una pista o una hojita.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
¿Qué?
Sheriff?
What the hell?
¡Uy! ¿Qué? ¡Está poseído!
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Ya lo... Es feo. Que vengaré. Yo no he sido la víctima. Uy, no tiene ni corazón como tu crush, como tu crush te ha quitado. No. Creo que ahora se pone muy emocionante. Ya sabía que la luz te cura. La luz te puede curar. ¡Ay! Ah, esta parte ya vi. Ya vi esa parte.
I need to get into the light. Now.
O sea, cuando yo estoy herido, con la luz ya no voy. Corre, corre, corre.
Must be locked from the other side.
Keep fit.
He's coming. Need to be in the light. My gun's out in the hall. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
¡Ah! ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué, Nialu? ¿Qué, Goku?
He's coming. Need to be in the light.
Yo creo que hay quietos como...
Was that wasn't. Here he was, waiting for her. Monster. Everything was frozen. Lives behind a clear mask. Pulled from darkness. A coffee thermos. A wave of terror. A monster. Waiting for her. Blowing up from your head. Killing. Pulled from darkness. A coffee thermos.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now.
¡Ven acá, Vanfurio! ¡La cae!
Vanished.
Creo que aquí terminó. ¿Ahí terminó todo? ¿Ahí terminó? No me digas.
Since I fell down this rabbit hole, I love you so, but I had to go to find something of my own. I see the pattern in my mind, anxious designs of the darkest kind, pieced together. Clueless clue to paint a portrait to capture. I'm a scared through the night. I see what's coming into the light. My eyes to see what's inside. Need help behind the smile. Follow you into the dark. Follow you into the dark. Follow you into the dark. Follow you into the dark, 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 dark. Follow you into the dark. Follow you into the dark, dark, dark. Follow you into the dark. Follow you into the dark, 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 dark. Follow the deer to follow the owl. I'm fighting to save my legs and bow. I cannot feel right by my side, even in this place inside my mind. I see patterns in my mind, anxious designs of the darkest kind, pieced together.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is...
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. It's not opening. Must be locked from the other side. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. Sure. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
La... Güey, ya. Uy, me ha encantado. Bueno, lo siento, me quedé escuchando esa...
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real and...
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Sheriff disappeared. Like poof, he's gone like magic. Magic's not real. Magic's not real. Right? Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I knew that.
Good day.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Wow, pero qué hermosos esos gráficos.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree.
Bueno, ese es el...
What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience,
2020.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle?
Ya, vamos a ver quién está acá. Cuando pisé el agua me asusté mucho. No es broma, no es broma. Es bromas. Pero sí escucho. Espérense. Sí, las huellas nos dirigen justamente para de acá. Sí, las- ya, acá es donde está el Yuska. Yuska y luego se va al frente. Me imagino que se va al frente por acá. Por favor, quiero pasar, pero no me deja pasar. Güey, es acá. Hay una bala. Justamente que hay acá. Sí, está. Ahí está.
What is? These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight.
¿Qué acaba de pasar?
Stuff away. It was covered.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. I need to find the witch's hut. This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in. This carving looks fresh. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Bueno. Oye, de verdad, me ha encantado. Bueno, o sea, como te digo, este no es un juego, solamente no tengo comprado, lo tengo con versión prueba, así que si vas a ver la descripción de diciendo prueba o el nombre, significa que lo tengo comprado, o sea, no me pone parte uno, episodio 2 capítulo, eso, no, solo me pone prueba. ¿Mm? Y bueno, sé que este juego me ha encantado bastante. Bueno, desde el principio no sabía, no tenía ya quedo miedo, pero un momento cuando el moto se despierta, ahí sí ya me emocioné tanto. Y creo que para mí parece un mundo abierto, pero sí tiene aventuras y misiones. Pensé que iba a poner un marcador en donde está el camino de la historia, pero bueno, así son las cosas, pero poco a poco voy, voy a estar emocionado por ese juego que he probado, pero bueno. Bueno, voy a decirle que tengo 5 minutos. Bueno, sí, 5 minutos y ya. Bueno, espero que haya gustado esta transmisión vivo de versión prueba, así que, como te digo, tengo 5 minutos de ya será todo. Así que, adiós.